My name's Emily,
My name's Chris.
and the life lesson I learned from Shakespeare is that the way that you're raised as a kid will follow you into like your future and stuff. So when you become a parent, you need to actively like raise your child with the correct morals and like discipline.
The life lesson that I learned from Shakespeare is that people are inherently selfish.
My research was from Bates research in their journal exploring the impact of perceived parental involvement. They found that the difference between authoritative and permissive parenting had an impact on the well-being in adolescence, and the role a parent plays has a significant impact on the child's development throughout childhood. Their studies had like a bunch of random samples showing how there's a positive correlation between a child's well-being and the parental involvement that took place.
I see. So do you think that this is like how this could be directly like implied in the future?
I think that when you're actively like raising children and you start to like, or you plan to start a family, that you should take in these like into a consideration so that your child grows up with like the right morals and is a responsible human being in the future, because the way you raise them has a significant impact on how they behave in adulthood.
Okay. Is it like gentle parenting, or?
Well, there's like different types of parenting that are like, and they all have like benefits and like downsides to them. But like through my research, I found that authoritative parenting was the best type of parenting, because they explain the rules before, like behind the discipline, and they don't use it as a punishment, but they still are like being corrected on their behavior, and it's considered the healthiest outcome for children from my research.
Okay, yeah. Is there like maybe somewhere in the play, in one of our plays, that this is like very evident?
Yeah, so in Taming of the Shrew, where Katerina and Bianca were raised by Baptista, he treated them very differently just because of like who they were, and he raised them based on that, and like treated them completely differently even though they were raised by the same father. Lisa like taught or parented Bianca in a permissive way, and that created good self-esteem, and she was able to live in a society she was placed in. And while on the other hand, Katharina was raised with an unattached parent, even though it's the same parent, and it was very clear that Baptista favored Bianca and didn't share the same warmth to Catherine as he did with Bianca. And that led for Katerina to be unattached and unable to want or form healthy relationships.
Yeah.
And she didn't pursue anything like that because of the way she was raised.
Yeah. That does make sense. Switching over to mine. And mine is like, I see that in a lot of Shakespeare plays, that the people in the play act selfishly. Like, for example, in Julius Caesar, this happens all the time. They believe what Cassius, Brutus, and the senators believe what they're doing is for the better of Rome, which is selfish for them because they're doing what they think is good. And so they kill Caesar. And I think that this is just like something that reoccurs in all the plays, where the characters seem like they're trying to do something good, but it ends up being selfish in a way. For example, Prospero with his daughter, it seems like it's good that he's trying to find like a nice husband for her, but he did all of the, he crashed them onto the island, he tricked them using the spirits so that she could attract Ferdinand. So I think that is very selfish. So I think that's some times in the plays that it's very, where it seems like it isn't selfish, but it really is. And there's a study I found that they tested to see if children would punish someone that they were told took something from them, like took a treat from them, and almost every single time, the children would choose to punish the person for taking it instead of sharing it, because they were also given the option for both of them to be given an equal amount of treats. So that's just, I think, more proof that it is just inherently people are selfish, even though it might seem to us that it isn't selfish what we're doing.
Do you think that like it's like a raised trait, like culturally, or do you think it was like humanity, like is naturally like born selfish?
I think we're naturally born selfish, just like most, every animal's, they're just trying to survive, and our survival to us is very important, where we eat meat, which is killing other animals. And so I think we're just all inherently selfish. I just think that sometimes that acting selfish isn't completely bad, because if you were to like save your friend from being attacked by a polar bear, that polar bear may not eat food, but you save your friend.
Is there like a demonstration from like your own life where you've seen that selfishness? It can be good or bad.
Yeah, I think definitely when I self-reflect on some like what do I want, where it's like, do I want to, like for example, if I'm buying something, do I actually need it, or do I just want to have it? And a lot of things like interacting with people, or just interacting with people in general, especially of higher authority. It may be just that people are just trying to do something for themselves and they're not trying to be like kind.
After like learning this information about how people are selfish, do you think that you're gonna like take that into consideration when like making decisions that could be considered as selfish? For
sure. Seeing that being selfish sometimes isn't always as obvious, where someone's just like, I want what you have. I'll be thinking more of, why are they doing this? And most of the time it's to benefit something that matters to them.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, thanks for tuning in to our podcast.